And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Houston Astros. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Framber Valdez. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every fourth or fifth day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff. And he should be really good in this one today.
Line drive. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Jung-Hoo Lee now at the plate. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. On the ground, right side. Oh, he gloves it, and that's a great play for the out.
First of all, that's a great diving stop to keep the ball on the infield. Then he's able to get up and get an out. He also keeps that runner from advancing any further. If that ball gets through, the complexion of this inning could be drastically different.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Willie Adames stands in. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
That might prove to be a big play in this game. Not only the strikeout, but the effort behind the plate to complete the out and make sure the game stays tied. That's great work behind the dish, and I'm sure he'll get a lot of love from his teammates if they're able to strand that runner now.
Elliot Ramos now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
One strike.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Foul ball there. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at-bats.
1-0.
In the dirt. Chapman went deep in his most recent game. Man at second. That clips a corner. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Giants get a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Logan Webb. How about a scouting report on him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency.
This one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Now we check out the Astros lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Little chopper rolls foul. Altuve takes his lead at third with one away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit
Chapman. Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
outside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
There's
That's
a strike. Oh,
No.
he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one
Ball.
missed. Runner at
3
third,
balls, 1
2 away.
strike.
3-2. Into center. It's going to fall for a hit. The tying run is in to score from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
So 2 down. And now, Yainer Diaz. Right through there for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
The
No,
next
that's a
offering
ball.
misses. 1-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Hee-haw!
Tied up here in the early going. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
First and second, 2 down. Bounce to the right side, Flores. The flip to the pitcher cover. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and here is Tyler Fitzgerald. Valdez back to work. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a foul out of play. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the door. Catcher has it, fires to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Brett Wisely, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 8th, first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. And he swings through that one. Man at first, 1 away. Next offering is fouled back. Maybe a 2-ball, 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And now here is John Singleton. Outside corner for a strike. Singleton launched a pair of homers in his last game. Swung on, belted. Ramos ranging back. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. The shortstop takes a ball. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
And that's in the dirt. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Got him. And 2 away now.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Chas McCormick stands in now and watches strike one.
One strike.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
1-1.
2 out, space is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Good eye in that spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's down and in.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That one ripped, and it looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here. To the left side, but it is well foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Wisely whips it to first. That ends the inning. So the Astros lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Giants definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Ripped to third. Slings it across. 1 up, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. On the ground, 2 ball. Altuve tossed to second, and they bounce into 2 already. This one ends. Here's Mauricio Dubon. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. And there's the strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's to third and foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Grounded out his first time up. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Outside low. And that is ball one. And a strike on the outside edge. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
Full count.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Christian Walker getting ready to hit, and a foul ball. That one fouled off. That one just misses. Going to count 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So it's no runs on. It's complete. All tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And Willie fouls one back. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. He circles the bases, and that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
And here is Matt Chapman. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Chapman, a former All-Star, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a drive. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to the left. Paredes fires over to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Chapman headed home. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
One out, runner at second. Wilmer Flores digs in now. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Altuve handles it, tosses to first, and there are 2 outs. Sam Huff, the next Giant to hit. And a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Pitch gets away. Runner stays put at third. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Drops into the glove, and that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. And midway in the 4th, it's the Giants 4 and the Astros 1. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Off the mark there. 1-0.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is downstairs.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Chopped out towards short. Adames fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. So digging in, John Singleton. Flied to right his first time. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And that one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging. Sends it to Flores. And the Astros put down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Giants 4 and the Astros 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Valdez back to work. Swing and a ground ball out to short. One away here in the fifth. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in for a strike.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And takes low for ball one.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
The other way, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field, and that keeps the inning alive. Here's Elliot Ramos. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Onto the balcony and gone. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 6-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Luis Garcia.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Chapman gets a piece there.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Tyler Fitzgerald now at the plate. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Check swing, no appeal. That's ripped. Base hit. And out to aboard. High fly ball out into left center field. Dubon right there to make the grab. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Dives, and he can't hang on. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And even with his speed, they get the out. Back to the top of the lineup, and next to hit for Houston, Jose Altuve. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball
no
one.
strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the two others, and that's some great company, Boog.
The Giants leading by 5. Last half of inning number 5. Just misses. 3-2 now.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Hard ground ball, base knock. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Mauricio Dubon getting ready to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Late on that fastball.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
High in the air, out to right. Ramos hauls it in, 2 away. Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Just missing there. Ball 1. Out towards right center field. Ramos sizes this one up. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Houston. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. And digging in for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Sam Huff, the next Giant to hit. Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. Alvarez whips it in quickly, and it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning. So digging in, Lamont Wade Jr. In the air, center field. Dubon under it. 1 down. Now here is Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Runners at first and second with one gone. Line and a base hit into right. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Next to hit, Willie Adames. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. And they add to the lead. It's 10-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luis Garcia won't go any further. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Lance McCullers Jr. gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's going to be Elliot Ramos.
0-1.
4 runs already in the frame, and we're the top half of the 6th. McCullers winds, fires. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. One down, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. McCormick makes the grab. 2 down. And here is Matt Chapman. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Inning over. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to Flores. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. There's a strike at the knees.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Up the middle, Adames fires over to first. Gets the catcher by a step. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Close, but called a ball. And 1-1.
1 strike.
On the ground, right side, Wisely. Over to first. Out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no. Now, Tyler Fitzgerald. 1 for 3. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around second now. Going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe. So man aboard, and up next for San Francisco, Brett Wisely. That one almost got him. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. In comes the run from third to add on. In safely with a double, his second of the day. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Grounds one to short. Sends it to first. That's the first out, the top of the seventh. Sam Huff, the next Giant to hit. Out to short. Slings to first. And there's two away. Here's the left fielder, Lamont Wade Jr. Going to one. And
That's
ball one.
1-1.
Swing and a chopper out to short. The throw to first. He's out. They limit the damage here. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Designated hitter, John Singleton.
Eric Miller into the game.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. That's inside. And that's ball one.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer.
2-1.
Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the seventh. And there's a foul ball. Just missed.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
This to third. And that one finds its way through. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So they're at the corners now. Now it's the right fielder, Chas McCormick. First pitch misses. Runners on the corners, no outs. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one clips the corner.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that'll load the bases. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The 0-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To the plate for 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. 1 run across. He's in there. It's now 11-3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
2 outs. Out to short, Adames. Off balance throw in time. And that is the... So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. McCullers back to work. Out there to center. Makes the grab on the run. And a quick out, number 1. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And it's through for a hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield. Took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Outside low, and it's 1-0. The Giants up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Out number 3. 1 hit. Stepping in, Christian Walker. That clips the corner. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That's a little bit low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Walker tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Just off the inside corner. Counts full, 3-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And misses inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still 11-3. Here's Matt Chapman.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And the next pitch is way outside. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And there's a hit. Runner on at first with one gone. And digging in for San Francisco, Brett Wisely. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Altuve slings to first. Now 2 out. And up next for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. Line drive, base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 12-3. And here's the catcher, Sam Huff. And that is out of play. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Keaton Wynn on a pitch out of the pen here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Singleton, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
And that's down and away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. And now Jeremy Pena. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. It's a bomb. His first homer of the year. It's 12-4.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
At the plate, Chas McCormick. That misses the zone. Ball one. On the ground to third. Chapman over to first in time. And they're down to their last out. Jose Altuve, the next to hit. That one misses. 1-0. And fires in a fastball at 95. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Win is just 1 strike away. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Adames on the run, sends it over to first. And that'll do it.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
12-4 is the way this one finishes, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.